Tonight, the British monarchy is in turmoil. For decades, the vast royal lodge estate served as a quiet refuge for the exiled pair, former Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. But that protection has now collapsed. King Charles and Prince William have taken decisive action, stripping Andrew of his remaining titles and demanding the return of his residence. In response, Sarah Ferguson has made a bold and desperate move, one that has pushed long-simmering tensions within the royal family into open conflict. She is reportedly using the royal family's deepest fear, the potential release of decades' worth of damaging, highly sensitive secrets, to pressure the crown. Her demand, a permanent royal residence. This negotiation is allegedly framed as a bid to secure long-term stability for her daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie. To understand this growing conflict, we must return to its origins, the fallout from Andrew's association with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. While public attention has largely focused on Andrew, Sarah Ferguson's own financial dealings and correspondence with Epstein severely tarnished her reputation and further weakened her standing on the edges of the royal family. What is unfolding now is not simply an eviction, it is a containment operation. King Charles is facing the reality that the York family possesses decades of potentially explosive information. Royal insiders describe Ferguson as deeply distressed, fearing for her future as she grapples with the loss of royal protection. But the most alarming concern circulating around Royal Lodge involves a shocking allegation of actual physical danger. In a stunning revelation that feels more like a spy thriller than royal commentary, royal author and historian Andrew Loney claims that Jeffrey Epstein, before his death, was so terrified of the information Andrew and Sarah held about him that he reportedly contemplated hiring a hitman to silence them. According to Loney, Epstein believed the pair knew enough to expose him and allegedly discussed plans to have both Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and Sarah Ferguson killed in order to prevent them from revealing damaging information. This chilling claim, broadcast on international television, underscores the destabilizing secrets locked within the York circle. The shadow of these alleged threats is fueling Sarah Ferguson's escalating panic. Insiders suggest she fears dark forces are still targeting her ex-husband and is terrified of what may come next. Her fear extends to her daughters, Beatrice and Eugenie, whose reputations have been steadily damaged by their parents' scandals. The immediate flashpoint driving the current crisis is the order to vacate Royal Lodge. For nearly 20 years, the expansive 30-room mansion on the Windsor estate has been the shared home of the divorced couple. That chapter has ended. As part of King Charles's mission to slim down and modernize the monarchy, he has officially removed his brother's remaining privileges and demanded the return of the property lease. The order is absolute. Sources confirm that both Andrew and Sarah have been given a firm move-out deadline of January 31st. This is not a gradual negotiation, it is a rapid extraction, ordered from the very top. For Sarah Ferguson, losing Royal Lodge means losing her final symbolic connection to royal life. She is now scrambling to find a new home, reportedly searching across Windsor so she can remain close to her daughters. Yet nearly every rumored option has sparked waves of speculation and repeated palace denials. Denied. Moving into a converted barn or annex on Princess Beatrice's Cotswolds estate. Denied. Relocating internationally to Portugal with Princess Eugenie. Although the king's action was intended to project strength, the public spectacle of a former royal being forced into private housing, combined with unresolved questions about unpaid rent at Royal Lodge for more than 2 decades, has generated relentless negative headlines. Perhaps the most contentious allegation involves claims that the Yorks tried to use the eviction as leverage. Royal commentators were stunned by reports that Andrew and Sarah refused to leave unless they were offered 2 new royal properties in exchange. Royal expert Jenny Bond called the alleged demand brazen, insisting that the pair cannot expect continued generosity from the king or the Crown estate. This attempted standoff over taxpayer-funded property has been widely criticized as entitlement, completely out of touch with public opinion. The crisis has also exposed a deepening division within the monarchy. King Charles and Prince William reportedly disagree on how to handle Andrew, and, by extension, Sarah. King Charles, though firm in removing Andrew from Royal Lodge, is said to be concerned about his brother's mental stability and fears provoking him into revealing secrets. Royal biographer Tina Brown reports that Charles worries Andrew might resort to the ultimate threat, selling his story. Such a tell-all, written from inside palace walls, remains the Yorks' most powerful weapon. Prince William, however, is pushing for a harsher, final break. Furious over Andrew's ongoing impact on the monarchy's reputation, William reportedly wants him treated like any ordinary citizen, with living expenses capped and all privileges removed. To the future king, the Yorks' attempts to cling to royal privilege, demand new homes, and create ongoing scandals pose an existential threat to his vision for a modern, streamlined monarchy. This internal conflict directly affects Sarah Ferguson. Her continued presence in the media, house hunting, seeking new business ventures, or simply trying to survive financially, is viewed as a constant distraction. The monarchy cannot fully move forward while Andrew and Sarah generate daily headlines. Another dramatic allegation further complicates matters. Reports suggest that Sarah Ferguson may have engaged in a covert PR alliance with Queen Camilla, an informal arrangement to boost the visibility of their children, Princess Beatrice and Tom Parker Bowles. This alleged political maneuver is described as a strategic attempt to position their families closer to the core of the slimmed-down monarchy. In many ways, Sarah Ferguson's current struggle, her forced exit from Royal Lodge and her search for an independent life, serves as a test of King Charles III's reign. It represents the end of an era in which disgraced royals could quietly linger on the fringes of the institution. Removing the Yorks from the physical estate may be intended to cleanse the monarchy, but the emotional and political consequences are proving far more complex. The image of Ferguson, described by insiders as shaken, anxious, and fighting for financial survival, has reignited public debate about royal accountability. Many are asking, should taxpayers continue subsidizing individuals who have lost all titles and privileges? King Charles and Prince William have made their choice. They are determined to cut away what they see as a toxic branch, regardless of the